Are you listening?
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Run Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by Glitch Energy and a proud member of the Chairshot Sports Media Group. I am your host, Big Mike, and I am joined, as always, by my brother, Sped Rock. What's going on, Sped Rock?
You know, just had a great conversation on the behind the scenes. Oh, man. I don't think we ever talk comic books like that.
Well, obviously, we're going to talk comic books because it is National Comic Book Day. Thank you, Zach, for letting us know about that. So, very fitting to have a comic book conversation on our behind the scenes, talking about Batman, Spider-Man. I guess Captain Planet maybe started out as a cartoon, but I'm sure they've made comic books. It's probably one way or the other. Who knows?
I mean, Walking Dead started off as a comic book.
TC was in there talking about Captain Planet. We had Lady Alpha in there, who had to go get tea because we were talking about some stuff she was not interested in. So we apologize for that. Hopefully you've got your tea. Hopefully it's sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Thank you for coming in. We had Stampede in the chat for our behind the scenes. Where is Stampede? I'm trying to find one of his comments. There he goes. Mayor of Canada, he does not like the Shoemaker Batman movies. And then Isaiah thinks Riddler is the best heel on Batman. There you go.
Batman.
Stampede also thinks we need a rated R Moon Knight movie. I didn't mind the Moon Knight TV show on Disney Plus, but it was. So apparently they're coming back for another season for that. It's been a while, but apparently they're coming back for another season. So.
I think we need a better live action.
Always sweet tea.
Teen Titans or Titans.
Oh, the one on Max was pretty good.
Is it? I haven't gotten to see it because it's on Max. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. But we're here to talk about a different kind of superhero, or kind of like the same vein of superheroes, wrestling. What's up, Carol? How are you doing? One of our favorite Georgia Bulldogs, which I'm not supposed to be friends with you this week because it's Georgia week, I guess. What's up, Nate? Appreciate you coming in. I think that is everybody for now. I did mention Aiden. I didn't put his comment up, but Aiden was in here too. So I hope you're still with us, Aiden. And if you're watching this on YouTube. So.
He's don't feel good.
I hope you feel better, Aiden. Hopefully you get over the weather since you're under the weather.
Yeah, right. Well, fine.
I still love you, Carol. We still love you. It's just that time of the year. So yeah. It's Alabama Georgia week. So
yeah, that's true. This is true.
I don't not like you, Carol. I just don't like your football team this week. Much like I didn't like Sped's football team in week 1, and you saw how that worked out for me. So
maybe it's how many crab legs we stole so far this year to start winning like
none, because Jameis is long gone.
I know, I'm messing around.
He ain't got to steal crab legs no more. He
no more. What up, big sexy?
What's up, Coda? Every time I see that, I think it's a Christmas tree at first. And I'm like, why are you posting Christmas tree?
That's funny. That's funny.
It's not a Christmas tree, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not a Christmas tree.
I'm just an idiot. But I mean, pretty big week. A lot of announcements. A lot of shows. We got another show coming up this weekend. One of our titles will be on the line as we come into No Mercy for NXT next weekend, which is on Peacock, by the way. I didn't know that. I'm glad I did not cancel my Peacock subscription when the whole ESPN thing happened because I didn't think anything was going to be on Peacock anymore. But alas, NXT didn't get the move to ESPN. So I guess they wanted the major leagues only. They don't cover a lot of minor leagues unless it's the Savannah Bananas because they're all about that shit.
Yeah, it's true. They do like some Savannah Bananas.
I mean, it is pretty entertaining.
It is entertaining.
But so is the wrestling. We will talk about the two big shows from this past weekend, starting out with the aforementioned ESPN debut of WWE in Wrestlepalooza. And you see down there that at least ESPN didn't think it was so great. What'd you think?
I did not like this. I just got done watching, what was it, from 3 to 7, 4 hours, 5 hours of fantastic wrestling. And then I get this. And it's like, you know what? You just gave me some chewed up goddamn
like
gum. Like, you're trying to make me take your gum out here. And I didn't like this at all. I gave it an F. There was only one match that saved it, and it didn't even save it. Yeah.
Oddly enough, I think whoever wrote this story for ESPN watched our post show, because I did do a post show with John on Chairshot Sports and Lady Alpha and a few other people right after the show, and I gave it a C myself. It's not that I thought the show was bad. They had some okay matches, but
And Stampede's correct.
We were promised, when we were promised big surprises and shocks and all that, and then you get the most predictable Brock Lesnar match ever, and then everything else was kind of predictable, which we'll get into each match here in just a second. One match will never save. That's true. That is completely true.
We were talking about cartoons on the behind the scenes, right? And I don't know if you guys remember the Fairly Odd Parents, but a lot of you probably will in the chat. But the teacher, Mr. Crocker, he was all like, F! Yeah, I was doing that in my head the whole time. Failed. Okay, you get an A. Fail. As a whole, it failed.
Yes, Carol, I did see that on the Herb and Raj podcast. The Powers Hours. If you guys follow Randy, who's in here in the chat every now and then, How About Them Dogs podcast, they are doing their show that is normally a little later tonight on Friday. So make sure you go check them out. They do all of like SEC football, college football in general. So that show in particular is for everybody. So if you're a college football fan, go check it out. That was not a match. I'm guessing you're talking about the Cena Lesnar match. It really wasn't. It was more of a mugging, which I guess will lead us into the first match, so-called match, or the first assault of the night or mugging of the night, in Brock Lesnar absolutely destroying John Cena. And again, there's not a whole lot to say about this that hadn't already been said. It was crap. There was nothing fun to watch about it. Apparently, it's going to lead to another match at some point, I guess. But they've already announced Cena and AJ Styles for Cena's next match. I don't know what the point was, unless you just wanted to let Brock Lesnar come back and just be Brock Lesnar and not suspend your belief and think John Cena could overcome it in his final match against Brock Lesnar. And he overcomes the odds, and you have that cool feel-good story to kick off Wrestlepalooza.
Exactly.
They decided to make it a mauling.
It is the worst I've ever seen, Stampede. It's the worst.
Yeah, it's up there.
It started off.
We've had some cool moments. I'm not going to knock the entire thing because I didn't like this match. We've had some cool moments. We've had some decent matches. This was just
Stampede
really bad.
Said, you can't. I agree with Stampede on this. Like, one match doesn't save a PLE or a pay-per-view, okay?
Yeah.
A few moments doesn't save a whole retirement tour. When we look at this and we go, that was a BS retirement tour. When he won the 17th title, everyone was like, what the hell's going on? Everyone was like, it was lackluster. It was boring. It was BS. And then he gave in hopes of Rock coming back or whatever. Yes, but this is not the tour you give the greatest of all time. This is a tour you give, I hate to say it, to Tajiri.
This should have been Chris Jericho's retirement tour.
Did that too. There you go. There you go.
That's everybody on this show knows how I feel about Chris Jericho.
Now, I like Tajiri.
Which I love Tajiri. I've met Tajiri.
Too. Oh, nice. I wish I have. I heard he's my height.
I met Tajiri at a Waffle House after a show in Birmingham one night.
That's freaking dope. That's dope.
So, yeah.
That's dope.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to talk about it a whole lot more. It is what it is. So I guess
feel that.
Boom, John Cena will go have a good match with AJ Styles. So that hopefully will bring it back up a little bit and make it better. So
We'll see.
Next up, in what I thought was a decent match, but not great, the Vision does get the win over the returning Usos, the reuniting Usos,
They look rusty,
in a
didn't
match where, huh?
they? They looked rusty together, didn't they?
I mean, Jay's looked rusty for months. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been watching.
No,
Jay's looked
no,
rusty
no.
for a little while.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but that was scary. You see how fast he was bleeding?
Yes.
As soon as I pop, I try to keep the blood out of it. You know me. I try to keep that out of this and stuff. But yes, I know. Yeah. Yeah, you see what I mean? You see what I mean?
Yeah, but I've seen some of Tanahashi's matches, and they
his
have
knees
not.
are done. His knees are gone. His knees are gone. Tanahashi. But no, this was back to this match. It was just, it looked blotchy, like not botchy, but blotchy. Like here and there, guys hiccuped. You know,
Clunky.
like that's the word. Thank you, clunky.
Yes.
There was a lot of misdirection going on. You know, guys messing up. But I mean,
But at least the right team won. I mean,
yes.
as much as the Usos returning is the story, the Vision needed to win.
Yes, 100%.
And then you had the whole Jay trying to knock himself out because I guess he was tired. And it sucks that the one thing I said I wanted one thing from this match. One thing. That's all I asked for, WWE, and you couldn't even do that. I did not want LA Knight involved, and they said, "You know what, Big Mike? We heard you. We saw that you didn't want LA Knight involved, so we're going to put that mug right in the middle of the match as the referee."
Yeah.
So apparently Triple H does not like me.
I hate it every second. Or maybe he doesn't like me because he knows that I can't stand him. All right?
Yeah, but
Hager's,
again,
you're from
I
Hagerstown,
had one
son.
request. I had one request. That's it. But there, I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully we get better. And speaking of better, we did get better on the show because you had the Women's World Championship match between Io Sky and Stephanie Vacour. Stephanie Vacour wins her first World Championship in WWE. Yes, I know she won the NXT title, but that's not a World Championship. It is a NXT title, and she's the champion. Hell yeah, great decision. I know I picked Io Sky to win, but it was one of those where I didn't really care who won because we win either way. Either Io Sky wins and becomes champion and does the thing with Asuka that she's doing now, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, or Stephanie Vacour wins and she can go do other stuff with everybody else. So there was no loser here, other than Io, unfortunately, I guess. What did you think about the match?
Loved it. Loved every second of it. Loved the and I'm gonna look. A lot of people are gonna hate me for this because this is a WWE event. Love the Ring of Honor respect at the end. All right.
Yeah, that was cool.
You know, I love that Ring of Honor, that Japan respect at the end. You both just put your body on the line. You both just put on a classic. You both just went out there and so a lot of people saved a PLE. Okay. To me, they were just.
I mean, it helped. I don't know that it saved it.
No, they were just the best damn match of the night. There was nothing that was going to beat this match at all. You know, I mean, don't get twisted. The next match was really good too, but this match, fan freaking tastic. And okay, this is where, and I'll be honest with you guys, I called a Asuka turn here. Okay, I called an Asuka turn here, but I'm glad they saved it, and I'm really glad. 100. She gave the title to her dad, and he held it up. I thought that was a really good field goal. He came from Chile.
Oh, her dad was with her on Raw.
Yeah, I know, but the fact that she flew him out from Chile, you know, the WWE got the passport or the visa, whatever, to let him come in. You know, with how hard it is right now. Thank you for being cool with him somehow. Look, that's the only way that happened, right? It's the only way that happened, and that's the thing. That was a good feel-good moment for her. She and left Chile. She went around the world. She did her thing for so many years, and now look at her. She's a world champion.
Again, well, she's one of those people that everybody gave a hard time when she came to WWE because she didn't go to AEW, she didn't go anywhere else. But this has been her dream.
She did go to AEW. Remember, she gave one match to AEW.
She had one match, but she never signed. She never signed with AEW. Which, let's be honest, the match at AEW with Mercedes is one of the reasons WWE looked at her.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But her dream has always been in WWE, and she got to live her dream. So
yeah, and her dad, and she got to fly her dad out there to realize that dream. That's the best part to me, But this match was great. I loved every second of this.
Yeah, I mean, this was a great match. Definitely, I like to think this is where the PLE started.
Yep.
As much as I knew the Vision was going to win, and that was a decent match. This is the only match so far, from the first three that felt like a PLE style match. And yeah, they've fought before, but it felt bigger.
Yeah.
So good on them. Great job to both women, and obviously we'll talk about where they go from there. Next up, so again, some more women carrying the show.
Oh yeah.
The mixed tag match between Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, the new and improved Seth Riders against and AJ and AJ's husband, apparently, in the mixed tag match that, let's be honest, we never thought we would see a year or 2 years ago. Again, I've seen a lot of people kind of bash it because obviously it's been 10 years for AJ Lee, but it is what it is. I loved every bit of this match. I loved how they played off of each other, how they worked together. I mean, it's two couples going at it. So I may be in the minority, but I thought it was a great match. What
I loved it. I love this match. My wife even liked this match. She didn't get into
mine too. As she was watching it with me, she thought it was funny.
She loved the last match, but she was like, "This is my favorite match of the night." She loved how she goes, "I can see you doing that to me with the whole picking Becky up over his head, Seth, and chucking her, and she lands face first on the mat." And she was like, "I see that happening with you. You doing that to me," and I'm laughing my ass off, But look, when people say, "Oh, AJ's this, AJ, she can't go in the ring," 10 years, I haven't seen not one of you in that ring, in any sort of ring. All right. It took her 10, and she still came back and still performed for 20 plus minutes and almost 30, I think it was, almost 30 minutes, and had a banger. All right. So you guys just shut up, eat your ding dongs, and mess with your ho-hos. All right. Go find goddamn Star Crunches and eat some Cheetos.
Hey, you leave Star Crunches alone. Star Crunches.
I love me. Awesome. I know. I like me. That's why I said that.
I love Star Crunch.
I like Star Crunches too. All right. I mean,
you don't bring him into this conversation.
So. All right. Go eat your little Debbie snacks and shut the hell up.
Star Crunch is a little Debbie snack.
Okay, then go eat.
We're going to switch gears now.
Go to Hostess.
Which again, shout out to all four of them. Something that I didn't recognize, I didn't catch during the show.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of them, both couples, both bringing awareness to different groups. Obviously, you had Seth and Becky with the suicide prevention colors in the purple and blue and all that, and then you had AJ and CM Punk both had rainbow on some of their attires. So you're shouting out the LGBTQ. Which is really cool. Which is really cool touches.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
AJ's body.
Yeah, and that's what I noticed the most. I caught that one because every time she picked up her foot, it was very noticeable on the black and white boot.
When Punk turned around, it's on his calves.
Yeah. So that was more noticeable. And shame on me, I did not know that the colors that Seth and Becky were wearing were.
I noticed that right away.
I do now.
That was cool. I thought that was really cool when I saw that because my wife pointed it out. She goes, "Nick, you see what they're wearing?" I was like, "Oh, that's dope." That's really cool.
Which is why I didn't catch their part of it because I did not know that those colors were there. I didn't know that was a thing, but now I do.
I would have never known that until last year, May 18th, 2024. Yeah. That's how I know.
So everybody likes a Star Crunch.
I love me a Star Crunch, man. My wife finds them gross, but I love them.
I love. See, that's my wife's not huge on them, so whenever we buy them, I get all of them. And
I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking. My kids love them, so they'll sit there and go, "Dad, Dad, Dad, Dad." Yeah, I'm like, "God, here."
You get one. I'll get the rest of them.
One turns into a whole damn. He said, "I like Cheetos."
Cheetos are good.
Look! I just started naming off damn snacks, and people are like, "What's up, man? Now you bashing our snacks, man? What the hell's going on?"
We're actually on. They've got the little pumpkin Little Debbie ones now that has the
Yeah,
little pumpkin flavor. Oh, those are nice too. I like those. But anyway, back to the wrestling. We get to our main event of Wrestlepalooza, the WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre. Cody Rhodes comes out with a win after Drew got screwed. You're welcome, John. I said it again. Drew got screwed. I'm not sure why the ref decided to stand in front of him when he was going to kick Cody through the table. Gave Cody long enough to come to and move. So Drew may actually have a broken ankle or something because it looked pretty serious after the match. The doctor was checking on him. You could visibly see, Drew pointing at his ankle and talking to the doctor. Hopefully that was just a sell job. Hopefully, I have not seen an update. No, these aren't the pumpkin spice rolls, Carol. These are it has like the little pumpkin face on it, and it's shaped like that. It's just one little layer. Oh, it's so good. I'll have to see.
I'll be right back. We're going.
But the pumpkin spice rolls. I am the biggest of basic bitches. I love anything pumpkin flavored. So, give me all the pumpkin, and I'm good with it. But yes, TC, it did look really bad. And again, why is the ref getting in his way? Again, WWE screwing Drew. That's kind of on my soapbox. Listen, but I'll say what you're going to say.
This referee has been crooked for years. All right, we're going the JBL route here. We're calling crooked ref. All right, he's in the pocket of Cody Rhodes. I'm pushing this narrative now. Everyone, push it with me. Cody Rhodes is buying the referees to keep that title. Drew, take this with you. Cody Rhodes is taking it. He's paying them off. All right, he's paying them. It's the only reason why he got in the way. All right, there's no bloody reason for that. The referee is crooked. He's taking bribes. Cody Rhodes is buying it. That's some Atlanta shit, by the way. All right, I know how Atlanta works. I know that game. Born and raised. All right, I know what he's playing. Playing that Atlanta shit. All right, can't be being crooked. Pushing that narrative.
Well, and there was one that did the same thing to Randy Orton not too long ago when he was going to punt Drew. Like, he stopped Randy Orton from punting Drew because he stood in front of him there going, no, don't kick him. I'm like, it's not outlawed. What the hell?
That's his master. That's his sensei. All right? That's his mentor. All right? Money. All right?
I don't know who the ref is. It may have been the same damn ref. Who knows?
It might have been the same ref. It's probably money. All right? He's the Earl Hebner of this bitch. The Nicholas Patrick. All right? What was that referee over there in AAA?
Nick Patrick, you're good.
No, the other referee. The one that,
I have no idea.
Yeah, that guy. That guy with the suspenders. Right? I thought he was a cool referee until he was an a-hole. Right?
The referee from AAA at Worlds Collide a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Charles Robinson. Charles Robinson's a man of God. Right?
You don't mess with Lil Nate.
You
keep Lil Nate and keep his name out your mouth.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go all Will Smith up in here.
Yeah. We don't have to come to your house. All right, look, that's a man of God right there. We keep him.
But I'll forgive you because I agree. Christmas tree cakes are the bomb.
Oh my God!
So I'll forgive you for the Charles Robinson hate because you mentioned Christmas tree cakes. That's how I know when seasons change is by what Little Debbie snack is there.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, I'm a big dude. They don't call me Big Mike for nothing. So yeah, that's how I know when seasons change because I see the little different Little Debbie snack.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
But again, that's all Wrestlepalooza. Again, I thought it was a C show. You obviously said it was an F show.
F.
But there was not only one new champion in Stephanie Vaquer. There is a second new champion that came out of Wrestlepalooza, and it is our very own Bedrock, as you see it with the crown back on the Phoenix. Go ahead. Sing the song. No, you can't just do. Nope, you got to sing the song.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Look, it's fed. Dun, 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 dun. I want the crown back. Dun, dun. Look at that. You can go ahead and push it. Dun, 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 dun. I got the crown back. Dun, dun. Hey, it's mine. Dun, dun. For fifth time. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay,
dun.
that's
Gotta
enough.
do it like this. Hey, look, congrats. Thank you.
Yes.
Lonely.
Well, yeah, because everybody else is on Twitch. We've been really pushing Twitch. That's one of the reasons we put the comments up, so everybody can still see your comments, Carol. So you don't have to feel alone. We're all one big happy family. I know everybody else is on Twitch. We've been trying to push Twitch to get to partner over there, so that's why everybody's kind of jumping on Twitch. But we appreciate you still supporting the YouTube channel. So, Ian, look at that. Lady Alpha says hello.
Hola.
So there you go. And good job, Stampede. Look, I would expect nothing less from our resident wrestling encyclopedia, whether you watch the product or not. You know your shit. You've been doing this for 777,777 years. That's why all the sevens are in your name. So, yeah, I mean, hell yeah. And he says, "Hey, Carol," as well. So look, we're going to keep you together, Carol. You don't feel like you're alone. You were with family.
So
You're just in the bathroom, I guess.
You're
they
way
can actually
older
see
than
you.
the Young Adrias era part.
What?
He's older than the Young Adrias. If he's been around since 77,000 years.
What are you talking about? No. We don't do history here. You leave history to the Wrestling Divas podcast, who have a history segment every week on their show, which you can check out every Tuesday night at 6:00 over at the Wrestling Divas podcast. We don't talk history here. We don't know none of that. We're not the smart ones in this podcast.
Luchasaurus!
Pretty nice.
Oh my god!
But anyway, I say that to say this. Make sure you check out the Wrestling Divas podcast every Tuesday night at 6:00. Great podcast from those ladies. Hopefully, we're going to be able to go live next week. We're going to talk about some things this weekend and get everything locked in where they can go live and interact with you guys just like we do here. So stay tuned for big things coming for the Wrestling Divas, Autumn and Alpha.
Fun show.
But another announcement, we finally got a crown back. Speaking of you winning the crown, so I am making this announcement now. Brian, our local Sooner, is no longer allowed to challenge for that crown. We got it back. You held it for too long. You can't have it back. Done. So
He looks so good.
We will still have other people coming in. We will still have other people predicting. We will actually have a special predictor on our next WWE PLE, not NXT, because we didn't. It's mine. I don't want to have to fight a bunch of people. But the next WWE PLE Crown Jewel in Perth, we will have a special guest predictor, and I will let you guys know when that happens.
No, the live Ontario rule is like
kinda.
Yeah, what he said.
So. Next up, we will move on to All Out, which is an infinitely better show than Wrestlepalooza, which actually made it worse because it was on before, so you got to see a lot of the really good matches on All Out, and then you had to go watch Brock Lesnar destroy John Cena for no fucking reason.
I didn't even see that. You were watching that, and I was still finishing up the final match.
Yeah, which sucks because I should have stayed and watched the main event, and I did not. So when we get to the main event, that will be mostly sped because I'm the dummy that expected all the big surprises that Triple H promised, so I wanted to tune in early. So I switched over. So you got me, Triple H. Good job. You tricked me. It won't happen again, though. Learn my lesson.
Can't trick this guy.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to Bailey here in a little bit when we talk about Monday Night Raw.
Silly rabbit tricks are for kids.
Next, see, first one we will talk about is that the FTR match that Carol is talking about. And look, we both predicted it.
Yeah.
Cope and Cage get the win. There was, as much as I like FTR, and Carol, I know you're a huge FTR fan, there was no way they were letting Cope and Cage, or Cage and Cope, depending on who you ask, come into that ring in Toronto and lose. It just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
But again, great match. I love seeing them back together. Love seeing the chemistry.
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
Loved it, but I love the ending better. The after match. I like what happened there. You had Nick Wayne. I can't think of his name right now. Sideburns.
Kip Sabian.
Thank you. Yeah, Sabian. You had Wayne. Sabian handcuffing Cope to the ring. I thought that was cool. And then they power drive freaking Beth through the damn match.
What we thought was going to be the feel good moment when Beth Phoenix comes out for the save, making her triumphant entrance, and then, and she gets power drive.
And then what Stampede said, nuclear heat after that segment last night. Woo! Good God. What did they do? Watch some Dominic Mysterio stuff? And it was like, we're going to do that, and we're going to make this better. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about you comparing FTR to Dom.
I know. Well, I'm talking about with the nuclear heat reaction that they got. That's what I'm talking about.
They have seemed to have lost a lot lately.
Yeah, but that's going to make their next title run even better because they're going to be that much stronger.
Yeah,
after,
they're not going anywhere. They're definitely going to get another shot.
Oh yeah, just like Nicholas
and
Matthew.
we mentioned the return of Beth Phoenix having a feel good moment, but that wasn't the only return because the next matchup we did get the return of Eddie Kingston, who defeats Big Bill in a singles match, in a match that I thought was
That's why I put the caption down there.
I don't like that. Yeah, I've never been a big Eddie Kingston fan.
No.
No. And this match just didn't do it for me. I'll just leave it at that. This match didn't do it for me.
They made the Continental Classic, the Continental title for this man, for Eddie Kingston. We all know that. Okay, that was there was no chance of him going for the TNT. There's no chance for him going for the international title, or the AEW title. If they put him in the AEW title, then they're really just they're grabbing that Make-A-Wish Foundation right now. At that point, sorry, but this match, man, when he did that spinning back fist and how slow it was going, I was like, man, I could make cookies. I could have dodged that, made cookies, brownies, flip some burgers, like Jesus Christmas, and then falling into the pin. Even the announcers were like, yeah, he missed that, didn't he? Yeah, like he missed that. And then 1, 2, 3, I was like, this is doo-doo.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with MP. The match wasn't good at all. I was trying to be nice about it, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't good.
Nope.
Isaiah agrees it was very boring. And look, I am no one to talk about someone's figure being in shape, but you would think coming off of the hiatus he's been on, 99% of people in WWE and AEW, TNA, and any wrestling promotion come back after that long of a layoff, and you're in the best shape of your life.
Yeah,
you have dedicated yourself to getting better. You have dedicated yourself to coming back. And as much as I'm not an Eddie Kingston fan, this was the worst I've ever seen Eddie Kingston. Ring rust, no ring rust, whatever. It was bad.
Horrible.
And then that was in response to Isaiah saying that they only brought Beth back for one thing. So apparently Willow was talking about her a lot last night.
She was.
And yes, it was very Jey Uso. Which, again, Jey Uso does it every week. In Eddie Kingston, that was his first match in years. Next up, the Tables and Tacks match.
One of my favorite matches of the night, actually. Made my wife.
Well, then go ahead. I'll let you talk about it then, since it's your favorite match of the night.
It made my wife squirm, like, shiver type of deal. She's like, oh my God, how are you watching this? I was sitting here going, man, these two are freaking crazy. These two are nuts. I like he started the damn match and just dumping buckets of tacks on the damn floor, on the mat. Just, what's up? Get in here. I dare you. And the referee's already like, gotta put the damn gloves on. Like, Jesus Christ. My bad. Cheese and crackers. I'm sorry, folks. My bad. Cheese and crackers. I already got to put this on. The match haven't even started. MJF knew what he was getting into. That was a good match.
At some point, like when you get in these matches, especially in AEW, at some point you just need to come out with the gloves on. Don't even worry about putting them on at some point because you just know it's gonna like just go ahead and do it.
Exactly. Oh, they use that stipulation. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh hell yeah.
One of my favorite matches of the night, hands down. That J Driver, I want to say they called it
J Driller.
Driller, that's what it was called. Driller. Yeah. The J Driller. Oh man, beautiful little callback to his brother. Loved it. As well as my brother's not here. His brother's not here. So it kind of hit me watching him do that. I was like, yeah, I would like to do that for my brother sometime. But yeah, that was cool. I thought that was cool. The whole match, they're like, is he going to be able to hit it? And then he hits it 1, 2, 3. I was like, this is dope. This is what it is. But I can see him winning the international title soon. I'm not even going to lie. Jay Briscoe could be your international champion soon.
Mark.
I said Jay, my bad. I was thinking of his brother.
We were just talking about Jay. So yeah that makes me understand. Yeah, I mean, an MJF. I mean, and that needs to be part of the story when MJF starts
Yes.
coming back and talking about it. It's like, look, you only beat me because I had a huge war the night before, and now I'm doing. I mean, let's do it again when I'm rested,
Yep.
kind of thing. But yeah, definitely a great match. But most MJF matches are, most Briscoe matches are. So putting them together, obviously, it's going to be gold.
Oh yeah. And he's only been in
Mm.
singles for 3 years now, which is crazy.
Next up, the trios match: the Ricochet and the Gates of Agony against the Hurt Syndicate, which I guess the Ricochet group is now called the Demand.
Yep.
Did I get that right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, so I see it down there. The Demand Hurt People. Yeah, I like that. Look at you with the funny puns. That's why you're the smart one in this family.
Oh man, no, I like this
But yeah,
match.
it was
too.
a decent match.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I agree. Go ahead.
this is a good match. I mean, you could tell that it was always set up for a MVP pin, because they're going to protect Bobby Lashley and Shelton. But
Yeah, this is where I was hoping we were going to get another member of the syndicate. And I hope it
yes,
wasn't going to be in it. Like it wasn't going to be MVP, which is why I picked them to win during our predictions.
Yep.
Because I thought maybe MVP was
Yeah,
going to
no,
come out and
they-
say, "Well, I'm not going to get in the ring, but here's who is," kind of thing. And then
yeah. Well, once he said in
whoever
his
comes out,
promo, he was like, "Yeah, I would like to lace up my boots again to whoop y'all's ass." I was like, "Yeah, he's definitely gonna.
yeah.
He's gonna do it." But no,
Like I said, that's why when our predictions happened, which was a few days earlier, I didn't know.
Yeah, I
Wow.
thought this was a good one though.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, and I was thinking the Demand is going to be one of those factions that you watch for, and like you said, it might be a trios in their future. I like those trios titles as well.
Which shout out to Katsumura, who actually is hurt now. That we got that information that he's apparently hurt.
Yep.
From the ops. So hopefully he gets well soon. Excuse me. Next up, the TBS Championship. Mercedes Moné retains in what I thought was a good match. It wasn't great, wasn't spectacular by any means. It wasn't the best Mercedes match I've seen, but it was a good match.
It was a good
obviously,
match,
she
yeah.
retains. It was good to see her on TV. You agree?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought this was going to be a Mercedes Moné win. This is a fantastic match. It's typical Mercedes Moné fashion. Riho, right? That's her name, Riho.
Yeah, you're right.
Why is everybody dogging on her? This is the first time I've seen her in the ring since AEW's.
So that's a drama that I don't really want to get into.
Okay, cool.
Somebody's made a comment about her.
I don't want to get into
that's a whole different.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't want to get into that, but like at some point in time, somebody's got to shut the hell up and just watch.
Well, unfortunately, professional wrestlers don't know when to shut up a lot of the times.
Thank you.
So we get things like this. So.
Yeah, and you're right, Stampede. It was good. It was a good, solid 7 out of 5. 7.5. Sorry.
Yeah, like I said, it definitely wasn't the best Mercedes match I've ever seen, but I mean, it was decent.
It was good.
Then you have the AEW World Championship.
Unified.
The Unified Championship. Sorry, I can't read tonight. In the triple threat between Okada, Takeshita, and Mystico?
Masakara.
No. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't remember who the third one.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Oh, man.
But again, a good match. Anytime I get Takeshita and Okada, I'd like to say I would have liked to have seen them go 1-on-1, but it is what it is.
It's gonna happen. That tension's boiling over, man. That tension's boiling hard, especially after the end of this match when Takesha's in the ring.
Probably true. Probably true.
When Takesha was in the ring and Okada's hand was being raised and he looked like he was ready to punch him in the face, I kept yelling at TV, punch him in the face, do it, kick his ass. But yeah, no, this was a great match, Isaiah. You're right, 100%. And look, you get in my opinion, two of the top 10 wrestlers in the world right now going at it, and then you throw Masakara in there, right? This was a great match. This right here, and I agree with you, 9 out of 10. The right guy did go over in this one because I believe if you're going to put Takesha versus Okada it's got to be for that international title, not for the unified, for the international title. All right, because I know they're going to separate those two here soon again because they're going to come out back with that Continental Classic.
Appreciate you, Cassie. We're posting the stream on X. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I mean, I just want to see him 1-on-1, man. I want to see him 1-on-1, and I don't care if it's for the unified title. I don't care if it's for the international title. I don't care if it's for a can of pinto beans. I don't really care. I just want to see them together.
Yes, he is. You're right about that. And I can't wait for that. Woo! I'm going to be watching that one.
I'm going to need somebody to send me where that's going to take place and where I can watch it. Stampede. Yep. I can't really wink.
Yeah, wink.
So I tried.
Yeah.
That
could be that something.
Look, as the mayor of Canada, I think you can do anything, sir. I believe you can fly. Sorry, had to.
Oh man!
And then in one of the most crazy matches, which is weird to say on a show that had a tables and tax match, in one of the most weird matches, you have the coffin match between Darby Allin and Moxley, with the return of somebody that kind of looks like Pac, but not looks like Pac. I was confused. I didn't recognize him at first because I don't know that I've ever seen him without long hair.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, it was weird.
It took me a minute, and I'm like, oh hell, that's who that is. But no, again, a great match. I loved every bit of it. And what happened after the match was even crazier. And then what happened on Dynamite. Again, for full transparency, I did not get a chance to watch Dynamite last night just because I was exhausted. But I have seen highlights, and wow.
Oh yeah.
It's all I'm saying about Dynamite.
Yeah, Dynamite was awesome.
So you will get the full sped report on Dynamite coming up here soon.
That's full one.
This match was insane.
It was insane. Moxley did have a bastard up his sleeve. Everyone's like, how is he going to beat Darby? Yeah, he had a bastard up his sleeve.
I mean, I'd like to think you're kidding about that last line, Stampede, but with these two, I don't know.
I don't think he's kidding. I think that might actually happen. Especially what happened after this match. Oh, Jesus Christmas, man. Oh, yeah. Man.
I mean, you knew something was going to happen when they drug him to the back and all that after they put him in the coffin and did the whole spiel.
Oh, I was hoping they would bring his ass out on Wednesday, dragging him out.
Coffin. That would have been funny.
That would have been awesome. Yeah, I was still in the coffin.
But, what happened was still pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, setting him on fire, all that good stuff.
Yeah. I texted you and said, I am not putting that up on the show so we don't get hit. Yeah.
And I had to do a double take to see that it was actually Pac. I didn't recognize him. And what's up, Ariel? Appreciate you coming in. Everybody say hello to Ariel. And there you go, Carol. You got some company in the YouTubes.
In the YouTubes.
You are not alone. Singing a lot more than I should here. Which will bring us to the next match, the AEW Women's Championship match. And look, another amazing match. You
know you were gonna pick her first, right? You were like,
yeah.
You said my heart says Chris Statlander. This is her time.
But no, I thought you said that. I went with Tekla because I wanted Tekla to win.
Oh no, I said Tony Storm because I thought they were going to go 1-on-1 later with.
I thought you said you wanted Stat to win.
No, I said Tony. That's the only reason why we tied is because I said Tony Storm. I should have said Chris. Me and him tied, and then that's why that when we tied, I was pissed. I was done.
Thank you, Lady Alpha. I appreciate that. We don't want to lose all our viewers there. Yeah, I mean, the Stat deserves it. It's her first AEW title. Great moment for her. An original, getting her first title after 6 years here. I loved every bit of it. I am a huge Statlander fan. There's going to be some great stories to be told. You do still have the Willow story that you could bring back up at any point. Just thinking about matches with her and Megan Bayne, her and Tony running it back 1-on-1. her and Tekla 1-on-1. I mean, it's going to be such a good run. I thought Tekla was going to win too, just because she's kind of the newcomer. But if anybody else was going to win other than Tekla, who I'm a huge Tekla fan, I'm glad it was Stat. Nothing against Hayter or Tony Storm. I love both. I love all four of these women in the ring, but I was glad to see Stat win it just because the history and everything else and everything she's been through, all the injuries, coming back time after time, and it was great.
Oh man, yeah, okay. Flipping them off and stuff like that. That was great.
And that's been interesting. So, well, please share your plan for Tekla. And we will share it on there as we go through the next match. Which the next match is the 4-way tag team title matchup with Brodito retaining.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Loved it. This was a great match. I think at one point
we'll talk about after the match.
Yeah. I know.
We're definitely going to get to that, but just talk about the match.
At one point, I think we had a game of chicken, going on. We had to get Brodito. I thought this was a great match. This wasn't one of those top 10 ever ladder matches out there, but this was one of those. Man, we just had a good coffin match, and now we get a break. Slow it down a little bit. We speed it up, but we also slow it down at the same time. If that makes sense. So I actually like this match. I thought this match was great. I thought there's a lot of spots that were very dangerous. But
hell yeah! Like there was one time where they again, and AEW's done this spot before, and I think WWE may have done it before too, where they go around the ring, basically putting people through tables and ladders, and all that, and it's just one after another. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool, and I think what we saw, what's his name? Brody King. He did a driver, right through the damn ladder. He broke it straight.
Yeah, that looked scary too.
He went butt first though, brother. When he did that, I was like, "Ooh, that hurts my body." Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Arrow. We talked about it a minute ago. I had no clue that it was packed for a good few seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I'm just not used to seeing packed like that. It was weird. And so here's Stampede's plan for Tekla. You have Julia and Sky win the tag titles. Tekla takes TBS, and then they are the
triangle.
I like it.
I like that.
I like it.
I like that a lot.
I like it a lot.
What did you think of the match, though?
I loved it. No, I agree with you 100%. I loved every bit of it. I mean, again, Stampede has mentioned how other matches have used their stipulation very well. Again, it was another match where the stipulation was used very well.
Yep.
You had people flying off ladders. Yeah, it was who was it? Was it Jet that got thrown from the top of the ladder through the tables outside, or was it Speedball?
Yeah, it was Jet. It was Jet.
Yeah, I couldn't remember which one.
I think Speedball got beat up on the outside, but yeah, no,
did.
No, you're right. It was good. I gave it like an 8, not 8.75, but like I said, it wasn't in my top 10. It won't hit my top 10, but it was a great match.
Well, it wouldn't have been in the top 10 until what happened after the match.
Yes.
The Young Bucks are in the ring, and then Jack Perry comes out and confronts them, and then it looks like they are going to destroy Jack Perry, and then all of a sudden Jack Perry is just smiling.
Yeah.
They're set up to hit the BTE trigger.
Yep.
And then he just looks up with a big smile on his face, and they even ask him, "Why are you smiling?" The lights go out. We get a video package of Jack Perry doing some Bill Nye the Science Guy shit,
illegally and reviving a man,
and brings back a dinosaur from the Dark Ages off of life support, and we get the return of not Kill Switch, but Luchasaurus.
Yeah.
Great moment, and that crowd went bananas.
Oh,
they went crazy.
And I was even doing the at the house. My wife's like, "You're a fucking moron." I hope you know that.
But that's what wrestling does to you. When done right, that's what wrestling does to you. It doesn't matter if you're 10 or 100. You get to be a kid again, and you get to relive those moments. I know, and Jurassic Express isn't that old, despite their name, but you just get that good feeling inside. It warms your heart. We're about to get into Christmas season. I've been dealing with Christmas crap for the past 2 weeks, and I've seen the Grinch a lot. And your heart grows 3 times that day.
Yeah,
it's to steal a line from them. It's just great.
It was a beautiful moment. But you're right. They need to go forward.
Yes, I need this Jack Perry and a new Luchasaurus. I need them to be more hard hitting, more serious. But I want them together. I don't want him to go back to the loincloth and all that. No, I need Jack Perry, not Jungle Boy.
Yes, Jack Perry.
So I 100% agree with that, Stampede. And yes, it was one of the best moments of the weekend, if not the best moment. Speaking of great moments of the weekend, the AEW World Champion, Adam Hangman Page versus Kyle Fletcher in the main event. What'd you think about it, Sped?
Loved it. Loved every freaking 37 minutes of this match. Look, folks. The only reason why there's not the AEW crown on this Phoenix right now is because I didn't get the time right. I didn't get the time limit on this match. All right. They went 30 plus minutes. I said it was like 20 some minutes. Either way, this match was worth it. Because guess what Sped missed? Sped missed that first Wrestlepalooza match. Because I texted Big Mike after that. Hey, is this the second match or is this the first match? And you were like, this is the second. But
yeah, I know.
But let's just say this, okay? Don Callis has to be one proud papa. All right, his boy, the prototype, the kid who nobody really saw was going to be this rising up this fast like this, go toe to toe for that AEW World Championship with Hangman Adam Page, and he put on a phenomenal match by himself. By himself, he put on a phenomenal match. Those two.
The highlights I've seen, because I have not gone back to watch it. And again, my dumbass went over to Wrestlepalooza thinking I was going to get something I didn't. It was amazing. So
I loved every second of this match, even though I did
definitely a future world champion.
Yo, yeah, easy, real easy.
Yeah.
Oh man, this was one of my favorite matches of the night, though.
Yeah. Which obviously was the main event, and we will get to our results as you heard Sped talking about there. The ultimate one from the Chokeslam Wrestling Report has retained the AEW crown. All the hardware has come back home except for this AEW crown. He has had a chokehold on it, for lack of a better term, being the Chokeslam Wrestling Report, on our crown, but we will not give up. We promise we will bring that home to you guys and bring them back. So
came close.
This is not the end of this journey. It is only the beginning. And yes, it was an old-fashioned slobber knocker.
It really was. Oh, man. Loved every second of that match.
But we will switch gears to what is coming up next week. Let me speak on this. Better luck next time on the crown. Thank you, Michael. And make sure you guys check out Kicking At It too every Tuesday at 8 o'clock and Thursday at 8 o'clock as well. Again, switching to No Mercy, but before that, you have to wonder, will No Mercy be invaded by TNA like NXT was on Tuesday?
Yep.
It's been talked about for a couple of weeks. You saw all the TNA uproar after the match between Obafemi and Trick Williams was announced. All the tweets and all the social media of everybody in TNA saying they were tired of it. They're done with it. They're tired of taking a back seat to the NXT talent. Why are we having an NXT versus NXT match for the TNA title? And they delivered it. They invaded Tuesday night, costing somebody, whether it was going to be Trick or whether it was going to be Oba. Cost them the match. No belt changed hands, and it started. Man, are you excited for the TNA invasion?
Not really. I feel like this is about to be.
That was good.
I don't know, man. I hope they do this one right. I'm going in with this one with low hopes because I think that they are just going to copy and paste the WCW invasion. You know?
See, I don't think they will. I think Triple H learned from that, and
I'm hoping.
and Shawn Michaels learned from that.
I'm hoping.
And obviously, there were some other factors involved in the WCW invasion.
Yeah, well, yes. But my thing is I'm going to go in this with low expectations. I'm not going into this thinking this is going to be one badass freaking event. Yes, I hope that's the case. I hope we get the complete Matt Cardona versus freaking Javon Evans, or Moose versus Oba, or you get what I'm saying? Mike Santana versus Trick. We get the Iconics versus whoever, right? You get what I'm saying? So
Zaruka.
That's
the only real established tag team.
Well,
that's the only tag team going on right now.
I understand,
especially after Tuesday.
I'm about to make my prediction on that match, and I don't want to give that away. But still, it's just I just don't want to see a copy and paste from the previous invasion. I'm going in with low expectations on this.
Which is not a bad thing. Expect the worst and hope for the best, that kind of thing, I guess.
Carol is right.
He does. 100%. See, I don't know. In NXT, he may be. Now, if he was coming back to Raw or SmackDown, I could see that. But the way they're doing this and the way that they're presenting it, it may be closer to the complete Matt Cardona than it's not going to be Zack Ryder. And I think if they had told that to Matt Cardona, because again, I don't know that Matt Cardona is signed with TNA. I think he's just been on TNA. I don't think he's officially signed with them. I don't think he participates in this if it's just going to be him as Zack Ryder, him called Matt Cardona being Zack Ryder. I don't think he does it. What were you going to say? Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
But they, kind of to my point, they have access to the entire TNA roster, and everybody wants to get involved. You're not going to have to pick and choose.
Exactly.
TV deal aside, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I saw what TNA said about that. I get what you're saying about off in the number 2, because they said they think they could overtake AEW, and we'll see.
But what else are they supposed to say? It's kind of one of those things where, the Miami Dolphins will say, "Hey, I think we're going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs."
Yeah, but
what are the people in the Dolphins supposed to say? That they may know they're not going to win, but you're not going to come out and say that.
That's like you and me going up against Wrestle Talk and looking at them and saying, "Listen, we have a better chance of winning the Kentucky Derby on that goddamn donkey than they do beating us in ratings." And that's not true, though, because we both know if we went up against Wrestle Talk right now, we're getting our ass whooped. Yeah,
but you still have to believe you can beat them at some point.
Yeah, I think we can one day, but we're only 1 year
in.
Exactly.
Appreciate you coming in, Ronald. I'm not going to put your stuff up there, but I appreciate you putting it in the comments.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, no. This is WWE crowd would never.
That would be great. That'll be. Well, a lot of people don't because they can't get the Thursday show. If it was on a regular network television, I think they would.
Yeah, the rumors are going around that they're probably going to go to Tubi.
So, as long as you don't have to pay for the TNA Plus to get it, then I think a lot of people will transition over there. Do I think they're going to be number 2? No. But I want them to think they're going to be number 2 because I want them to push for that. Yeah. Just like I want AEW to think they're going to be number 1. Do I think it'll happen? No. But I want them to think it's going to happen.
I think that could happen. They got a great roster.
Again, we're not going to get into that. That's
that's a whole different story. But yeah.
Just talking about in general, it's widely considered number 1, number 2, and then a very big gap to number 3.
I was going to say 3.
A very large gap.
I think we're a better show than Wrestle Talk.
And I just said we're not going to talk about it, but it's still the same thing between WWE and TNA and AEW.
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of people say AEW has the better show than WWE, but WWE's been around longer. They've got the bigger machine behind them, so it's kind of the same thing. We are the AEW of podcasts.
Yeah, we should.
We should not have. Probably should not have.
No, clip that. Someone clip. TC, clip that.
Probably should not have said that.
Clip that. I'm highlighting that bitch.
But either way, as we have the TNA NXT invasion on our screen, that's pretty funny. But again, No Mercy coming up. There are some matches. You'll notice some different graphics because we could not find graphics for all the matches, so we had to kind of get some fan-made ones or do some of the other ones. Now we don't have the numbers to be WWE, brother. As much as we want to be one day, we want to have those numbers. We want to be the worldwide leader in wrestling podcasts on Thursday night, named The Run-In.
Well, then I gotta change some stuff up. I didn't know
you
that.
Can do it. I'll figure it out. I'll send it to you. I can click.
No, it's all good. I know how to highlight. I just have to get on here and do it. It's easy.
Yeah. So I will let Sped talk about that for a second because I know he was very perturbed with the lack of graphics for matches. Yeah. I was gonna go with perturbed because it's a funnier word, but yeah,
I was nettled. Listen, how the hell are you gonna be a multi-billion-dollar company and you gonna be this damn lazy? Right? You had three graphics done, and it was OBA, the NXT Women's Championship, and the North American Championship. Right? And you didn't even get those done until Tuesday, right before the show started. All right? So get on your shit. You got a shit ton of people that work there, and you guys are gonna be this lazy and not put up actual graphics for people to use.
In their defense, they didn't there were changes to those matches and they weren't official until Tuesday night.
This is
I agree. They still could have got them out yesterday or today.
AEW,
and they do have graphics on Instagram, but you can't really clip graphics and post them on here from Instagram. I didn't see them on X or anything else.
I haven't seen them on X.
So maybe expand your social media from Instagram to other platforms so we can use your pictures in our show and promote your product.
Screw Instagram. I'm playing. But yeah,
please, if someone's watching from Instagram, he speaks for Sped and not for the Run Wrestling podcast as a whole. If you would love to have us on your platform, we would love to be there. If you want to sponsor us, we would love that too, regardless of what Sped says.
That's dope.
That's cool. That doesn't happen with ours.
Really? You type in Spedrock and it pops up with ours.
That's a different conversation for a different day. That answers a question that you asked me about a week or two ago. If you can remember the question you asked me, that's why that happens.
Oh, fair enough.
All right. First up, we have the NXT Women's Championship. Sol Ruca will defend her Speed Championships against Lainey Reed, who beat Candice LeRae on Tuesday night. Who you got and why?
I got Lainey Reed.
I didn't even ask you if you were ready.
Oh no, I am ready. Yeah, I got everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Reed winning because I see a turn coming. I see the Aussie finally turning heel on Sol Ruca and going after that NXT Women's North American Championship.
So my analysis is not as expert as what you just said, but I am going to go Lainey Reed as well, because she is from Alabama.
Hot Tide.
They have finally started billing her from Alabama. She is billed from Gadsden, Alabama, which is not far, about an hour from where I am. So I am going to go Lainey Reed as well, just because I want the Bama girl to win. Roll Tide.
Bama girl. Yeah, no, I don't blame you
there. Next up, you have the North American champion, Ethan Page, going up against Tavion Heights. I am going to go... Oh, this one's so hard. I've gone back and forth on this one a lot. I don't want to flip a coin just to see, because I can see either one of them winning.
Yeah, I can see one. Yeah.
I'm going Tavion. I'm doing it. Going Tavion. It is time to go to new heights.
It is time for a new change. I agree with that. Yeah.
So
I agree with that. Because we've both been saying we want to see that.
Are you picking him as well?
Yeah, I already had him written down. I want to see the strap back. Give me the maroon strap back. All right, I like that Canadian strap. Don't get it twisted. But give me the maroon one back.
Does he do the maroon strap, or does he go full
USA
America and do a red, white, and blue strap?
I don't know. I don't know if they do that. I don't know if they do that because remember, Remember the beautiful All-American championship that MJF had when he was international champion?
I do. I remember that.
You remember that strap? I don't think they do it because I think that strap is trademarked. I'll play it. I don't know. I don't think they do it. Yeah, I picked Laney. Yeah.
Yep. We both picked Laney. And I'm guessing we both picked Tavion. You picked Tavion as well?
Yeah.
All right. This is going to be very boring if we don't have any disagreements.
I don't know,
next
man.
up, you have JC Jane versus Lola Vice. We'll probably have a disagreement there because I know where you're going, but go ahead and tell everyone who you pick and why it's Lola Vice.
I was going to say Lola, but it's not Lola. It's JC, man, because they already got her promoted with the title on Halloween Havoc. That's the only reason why I'm picking her. I think Fallon takes that title from her now.
At Havoc?
Yeah.
You know what? I can't disagree with that. I thought JC Jane was going to be there beginning, which is why I had the lead in, because I thought you were going to pick Lola.
I was going
to be our disagreement.
I thought I was going to pick Lola until what happened on Tuesday, and then what happened yesterday with the whole
Jasmine Nick.
Yes, when she left and everything. So, but
that's a whole other story too.
It is a whole different story, but I just don't see Lola right now is not NXT Women's Champion ready. She is North American Championship ready, or if you really wanted to, you could throw her over in AAA and get her the.
I mean, she would be good for the speed title.
That too, yes. Right now, Lola Vice is the future of NXT. Let's just put it that way. You know, she's got to come
there a while now.
I understand that, but they haven't really done much with her. You know what I'm saying? Besides that the underground stuff that they had. Now they throw her over in AAA a lot. She looked really good over there in AAA. I just think she's now just getting her feet under her in NXT because of all the AAA stuff helping her out. She'll be on the main roster next year, yes, but after she wins a title, and it's not right now.
Okay. That's fair. I think they're going to do it just so they can have the Fallon, Henley, and JC Jane. I'm not going to go into all that other stuff. I think they just want Fallon and JC, especially after what happened the other night, just because it will cut out any of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Fallon versus JC and kind of squash the rest of the group.
Yep.
I'm interested to see, though, if they try to bring Laney Reed in, especially if she wins the speed title and make her a replacement for Jasmine. And you know what? Shout out Jasmine Nix. I mean, if she decided not to re-sign with WWE, that's cool. Good luck in any opportunity you have.
Whatever you have to do.
It doesn't sound like there's any real ill will there. She was very appreciative in the video that I saw.
Yep.
So everybody lay off of her.
Yeah, exactly.
It is what it is. She made a decision for her career, and hopefully it works out for her.
God, America's in the
Los Americanos. Trademark now, by the way.
It is.
Next up, you have the steel cage match, which has now made a weaponized steel cage between Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. Did you go first on the last one? You did.
It doesn't matter.
So I'll go first on this one. I'm going to say Jordan Grace.
I think
this is where she gets her win back.
All right, then I'm going to go with Monroe. I was going to say
just to be different.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're going to be the same on the last match.
I'm going to go Monroe.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going.
And it could go either way.
Yeah.
This is one of those that it could go either way. But I mean, Blake has kind of dominated the feud in the ring. I think Blake is going to have a really good showing, but Jordan's going to take the victory and finally, then squash this feud and both of them move on to some other stuff.
Yeah. Now I'm going Monroe just to change it up. I don't want to do a tiebreaker. I don't like losing on a tiebreaker. That crap made me nettled, man. I was sitting there the whole match. I had a timing too. And I was sitting there timing that match, right? And once it went over my time, I turned it off. I turned off the timer. I was like, I'm pissed. Yeah, I was just like, I just lost on time. This is bullcrap. But when I hear weaponized steel cage match, my brain immediately goes to that Ready to Rumble movie where they had the 3 steel cages, 3 cages and everything.
Unfortunately, mine goes to like Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, where
Yeah,
they
that
had like the plant,
yeah,
the potted plant in the steel cage, and I
yeah.
don't think it'll be anything like that because
No.
NXT's done it a couple of times, and
Yeah.
I don't think they called the other one a weaponized steel cage, but they had shit hanging all around the cage.
Yeah, they had like a
Unfortunately,
platform up
that's
there
where,
too. They had like a
unfortunately,
platform
that's
and
just
stuff.
where my mind goes.
But yeah, no, I feel what you're saying. Nah, Isaiah's picking Blake as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, no,
Ariel doesn't know who to pick, and you're right, Lady Alpha. Everybody does have to have an opinion.
yeah, you're right. No,
Opinions are like belly buttons, from what I was told.
buttholes.
Well, I
Opinions
was
like
going to stay
buttholes.
away from that one.
Everyone
That's the
has
more
one.
popular one. Yeah, you know what? I mean, it is what it is. And then, obviously, next up, which should be a very quick one, you have Obafemi, Ricky Saints, NXT Championship. Say you're a winner on 3. 1, 2, 3. Obafemi.
Yeah, it's
There you
too
go.
damn easy. Too damn easy.
I mean, there's again.
If you
I have
put-
said multiple times I'm never picking against Oba. So you could have Oba versus Roman Reigns, and I'm going to pick Obafemi. It's just going to happen
all day,
all day or day.
or dirty. Look,
Roll Tide.
look, high tide. Ricky Saints or Starks, whatever the hell his name is.
It's Saints.
Saints.
It's Saints.
He's
You know that.
I know. I just mess up on his name on purpose at this point. There's no damn look. He is as small as I am, okay, and he's going up against a guy that's a freaking mountain, okay, and the mountain usually crushes the smallest thing in front of it, okay. So,
Unless you're Rey Mysterio or Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, unless you're Rey Mysterio against 3 mountains, yeah. But yeah, no.
Yes, everybody send thoughts and prayers out to Ariana Grace,
Yeah,
who got beat up by her sister or cousin or however they're related.
that's funny.
All right.
Yeah.
So there we go. It is all down to Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. I am cheering for Jordan Grace. You are cheering for Blake Monroe, and that will decide the NXT Championship for the run-in.
Yep.
And we do have some other stuff. Well, we didn't really talk about SmackDown because a lot of it led into the PLE.
Yeah.
But we will talk about Monday Night Raw because some stuff happened on Monday Night Raw. Some stuff. Obviously we'll talk about the Penta getting the win there in the triple threat match.
That Mexican Destroyer was nuts.
Yeah, off of the top rope or the middle rope? That was
crazy. That was nuts.
Shout out Grayson Waller, man. That dude is
he can
underutilized.
Sell. Yeah, he can sell. Like there's nobody's business. Yeah. Look, I don't know what they're doing with Penta. I don't like them being teamed up with the War Raiders. But I do like seeing Penta on my screen.
So as a big dude, I hate saying stuff about other big dudes, but I've lost it on the War Raiders. I liked them when they first came in and all that. Yeah. I don't see it anymore, man.
No, I don't see it.
I don't know what's going on with them.
It's that whole tag team division. They're all just floating by right now, man. It's like
send them back down to NXT. Let them bulk up that tag team division.
Yeah.
And do something with them there.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not hitting on Monday Night Raw. They're really not. As much as I don't want to take tag teams away from Monday Night Raw because they suck.
Have none. Yeah.
The War Raiders coming out, I just don't see it, man. I've lost the plot on the War Raiders.
From one
either that or WWE has.
The plot that WWE has lost to the plot that WWE is gaining. The Psycho.
Talk about that. Talk about that one last. Do the bottom one first.
Okay, then okay. LA Knight getting his ass whooped by Jey Uso. I can talk about this. What's up?
I figured you could.
Jey Uso kicking some ass all night against his fake ass Los Angeles representative. All right, I can't stand the yeah movement. I rather.
Wow, that bugs you so much.
It bugs the hell out of me, man. Because he's from Hagerstown. Look, I can.
Nobody is from where they're really from. It's not just an LA Knight thing. Why does that one bug you so much?
Because, man, You can't be from Hager's fucking town. Look, anybody from Hagerstown will understand what I'm saying right now. Hagerstown, Maryland. All right, I'm talking about you. You don't go from Hagerstown and be like, hey, I'm from Hagerstown, Maryland by birth and raised to, oh, I live out in Los Angeles. Yeah. No. I say, listen, go back to Eli Drake. All right. We don't need this LA night bullshit. But all right.
You can go back to Max Dupree.
Yeah, I would love that. So you can stay in catering. But look, didn't Jay just get busted open like 2 nights before this, and he came out and still had a great match? Yeah,
great match is a strong word.
Well, not a great match.
He definitely
he had a good match for a guy who busted his face open. He had like 5?
Yeah, I mean, he had like the little butterfly bandages, they're the stitchers or whatever. Or instead of like the ode to Dom, it's the how I'm gonna hate on LA Knight, which is, I know it was very long. We needed to trim it down. But no, I mean, it was decent. Yeah, he had his head busted open. But again, I'm so burnt out on Jay right now.
I'm burnt out on LA Knight, so we're both burnt out on this match.
So yeah, we're gonna leave that match there. Hopefully, you enjoyed it if you watched it out there in YouTube land. But one thing that we both enjoyed, and one thing that we are loving is the new character for Bayley. One of the most interesting characters, if they continue to do it the way they're doing it, and if they continue to do it right, which is what they've done so far. And I said it at one point at some time, if they do this right, this could be a generational character.
Oh, yeah.
100%. I love what they're doing. I love the start they've had. I'm glad they're finally doing something with Bayley after the WrestleMania debacle and everything. They're making all of that mean something. And if whether this was the plan back then or not, or if they just needed to get Becky in, whatever you wanted to do with it, this is going to be the only comparison I can think of. Is this is going to be her timeless moment.
Oh yeah.
Toni Storm was always a good wrestler. She was always there, but she was always kind of in the background.
Yep.
She became timeless, and then she was, boom, the star.
Yep.
This could, as much as Bayley has been a great women's wrestler, she's been champion, and all those things you could say about Toni Storm, but she's never been the headline.
You're right.
This could make her the headline.
Oh, yeah.
That she's never really been. She's always played the back seat.
A schizophrenic character. Finally getting the headline.
And shout out to WWE. They have had a few of these in the past year or two of just psychological characters. Even the Wyatt Six, who a lot of people call them spooky characters, I think they're more psychological than anything because they go back and forth through. They break that spookiness to them by taking their masks off and wrestling, turns them more into psychological characters.
Yep.
Now, what has come of that has not been great once they actually got in the ring, but the character has been really cool. This character is really cool, and Bayley can go in the ring to make it like I said, a generational character going through. I'm so excited for this. But they've done a lot of different psychological, like real psychological things. I mean, you look at Kyrie right now. Kyrie is a textbook example of Stockholm Syndrome.
Yep.
Textbook.
Yep.
So, I mean, all the little psychological nods that they're putting into a lot of stuff has really been cool lately.
Yeah. Oh man, the schizophrenic, or
multiple personality
disorder. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, this is crazy. I like it. Yeah, I'm the hugger at 1 minute, and then I'm the idol. What the hell, you stupid idiot?
And see, that's what it's leaning to, because with the multiple personality disorder, you don't remember what the other ones do a lot of times. Exactly. So, like, her lapses in memory is leading to that.
Yep.
That kind of stuff putting in. People say WWE doesn't have stories. This proves WWE can tell stories when they want to.
Yep.
Now just don't F it up, WWE.
Yeah, don't WWE this.
You also had, speaking of WWE, a very WWE performance in Rusev. I have been very down on Rusev since he's come back. But I'm not gonna lie, the last couple of weeks with Penta and JD and him starting to go after Dom, I'm starting to turn the corner. I'm not gonna say I love this Rusev. This is not the Rusev that I'm used to still, but it's definitely better than what we got with 75 matches against Sheamus.
I like how they started it off with him in the background, pinning Dom up against the stuff, and Dom's like, "Whoa, what do you want?"
Well, even like last week, there was a small interaction between the two.
In the
where he came up and saw the belt. Yeah, just small interactions.
Yep.
And now you're building to it.
Yep.
So I'm glad to see they're turning a corner on Rusev.
Yes.
I still think they're going to get themselves into a corner because I don't know if you want Dom to lose that belt yet, and you can't have Rusev lose this feud.
The only way this works is if Finn Balor and JD finally turn on Dom,
which I think will happen. They led to it with, obviously you see in the picture there.
Yep.
Dom not getting in the ring to help JD like he should have. Finn finally coming in and saving JD after the bell, and then pointing at Dom saying, "Where were you? Why didn't you come in and help?" Definitely leading towards the implosion of the Judgment Day final.
Yep. For once and for all, yeah. Thank you.
And then you had the heel turn of. Well, that's not good.
I know.
It was a great heel turn.
It was a good one. Kyrie deserves a Tony. I don't care what anyone says.
Yes, again, I mentioned her character a minute ago. It's so fun to watch her go through her progression in her thoughts and her character, and then Asuka just going crazy. Because, like, again, you could see Kyrie was emotional. She didn't want to do the attack, but Asuka said so she had to do it.
Yep.
And then shout out to all the Wicked fans out there. You got Rhea doing her best Elphaba impersonation. That was cool. With the green mist after the match. But yeah, just a great heel turn. They beat the crap out of both ladies, and Rhea. I wouldn't doubt it if we get some sort of tag team match in the future. Obviously, the Kabuki Warriors. I would imagine that's probably where it's going to be at. Especially since I don't think it's going to be Stephanie and Rhea there, which I thought was the original plan, but it's probably not now.
No, I said this before we went when we did our predictions. The only reason why I didn't pick Io and I picked Stephanie is because of that Perth show. And the biggest names that you could put on there, Asuka and Kyrie versus Io and Rhea. And the reason why I say that is because that's the four biggest names female-wise on that side of the Pacific. You know what I'm saying? So, between Japan, all the way up and down. So, you're going to have people from Japan flying down to Australia. You know that for a fact. It's right there. It's cheap for them, So, it's going to happen. And that's the only reason why I picked Stephanie. If they didn't have Perth coming up, I would have never picked Stephanie at that point. Yeah.
That's a good point. That's definitely a good point. Anything else on Monday Night Raw catch your eye?
Not really. Everything else was kind of pushing towards something else,
Yeah, just kind of there.
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about the champion again. I'm tired of the crown jewel ring.
Yes,
I know this is only the second year they've done it, and just let them defend their titles.
It sounds like they're trying to copy the Dynamite ring. You know what I'm talking about? MJF's ring.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess. Yeah. But I mean, but even still, why not have, hell, if you want to do Cody and Drew again, or Cody and Randy, and then you could have Seth and whoever. I mean, you have Seth and Punk, Crown Jewel. That's, not that I think that Cody and Seth won't be a good match. It's going to be a great match because every match they've had has been a great match. But
yes,
I want to see people put their titles on the line.
I would love to see the titles go on the line. But,
hopefully they use this to put other titles on the line because obviously the women's title probably won't be on the line either because it's going to be Tiffany and Stephanie is what we talk. So hopefully the U.S. and the IC titles will both be on the line, men's and women's.
Let's hope that the tag titles are finally being defended.
Well, I mean, they're not going to have... Again, apparently we're going to stay with 5 freaking matches.
Yeah.
That's not going anywhere, apparently.
No, they feel like they got a good system.
Yeah, so last year they didn't do the brand versus brand on Survivor Series because they're doing the war game. They didn't do brand anymore.
They're not going to do
the last couple of years they haven't.
I wish they would bring back the 5-on-5, but whatever.
Yeah, no, well, I do too. That's a whole different story. We could do a whole video on that part.
I know. Trust me, I know. Trust me.
But moving on to AEW Dynamite, which was, from what I've heard, an incredible show last night.
Really good.
Again, I was exhausted from Christmas hell, and did not get a chance to watch it. So we will let Sped go.
Well, first off, you guys see it, Renee. What's her last name? Paquette. Okay.
Moxley.
She I was gonna say unveiled the new AEW Women's Tag Team Championships. Looks just like the other ones, and I like the tag team titles look over in AEW. I think they're beautiful. The women's.
So who do you want to be the team that wins the first tag title?
That one come back to me next week.
Nope.
I can't pick, man.
You got to pick a team. I am going Triangle of Madness. I like what Stampede said earlier.
Yeah,
I do
like that. I do like that.
Julia and Sky Blue.
I would go. Yeah, I like that too. It's just like, it's hard, man. There's so many deserving.
As much as if Megan Bain had a different partner, because I'm not a huge Penelope Ford fan,
I would love
to see Megan Bain with them.
Yeah, I was gonna say Megan Bain and Ford, but I agree with you guys. I agree with that. I don't know. No, okay. But then I like what they did there. And then we got your boy Orange Cassidy's back. He came back last night. He was the painting for Don Callis. And Don Callis was like, "What the hell is that? I didn't order that." I love Don Callis on the mic. All right, I want to be like him. If I ever have a mic in my hand, just start saying shit that everybody knows. It's already on everybody else's mind. He's funny as hell. But the hug to Okada was great. I don't know if you see that, but that was beautiful.
I see the picture, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back and watch Dynamite, but I haven't.
Really good.
Because Okada definitely looks confused.
He is confused. He just walks up to him and hugs him. It was great. Wrong pipe. Damn. But yeah.
So what's happening between Cage and Cope down there? I see they're having a conversation.
Well, Cope says that he's leaving for a while, and everybody on X kind of took that and ran. But it was so Christian looked at him and said, "I don't got a family anymore," and he was like, "Whoa, yes you do." But before he said, "Whoa, yes you do," Christian was like, "Go take care of yours," and he was like, "Yeah, I gotta do that, but you do have family." And talking about him. And, I don't think he's going back.
No, I think there's zero chance he goes back to WWE.
Look.
I think he may come back for like a Hall of Fame after he's done, but as far as wrestling, I think he finishes in AEW.
I heard that his contract ends in October, but I'm not 100% sure about that because I don't really trust everything that Cultaholic, Wrestle Talk, or anybody really says in that sense.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. They get everything from Wrestling Observer.
Exactly.
90% of the news any of those guys come out with are either from Fightful or Wrestling Observer.
Exactly. And that's what it is. That's what I was thinking. He has a TV show that he's got, or a movie or whatever. That
I thought that was already filmed, though. I thought season 2 was done. Was already filmed. It comes out in December, I thought.
I thought he was going back. Yeah, see, I thought so. I thought that's what he was doing.
Okay.
Yes.
Appreciate you, Rick and Michael. Thank you guys for letting
me know. And that was the other thing that I heard, and that's more believable in my book, than him going back to WWE to wrestle Cena. Look.
I think there's zero chance he comes back.
Yeah, I think there's zero chance as well, but unless John Cena pushes for it, but that being said, whatever if he is going to go do his thing in acting and stuff, he deserves the time off. All right. Yeah. He deserves it. I don't care for how long. Him and Christian can always come back together and still run the damn tag team division if they really wanted to, So we had that, and then what was that?
Speaking of tag teams,
I can't remember if this was a singles match or right now because we've been talking so much. But Brodito versus the Demand, and I think the Demand's about to take those tag titles. Those guys.
You think they're going to take tag titles or the trio? Do you think they go after the trios title?
Well,
that's what Stampede mentioned earlier.
Stampede, I get what Stampede was saying, and see, Stampede. Here's my counter to that. Okay, they could go for the tag titles. Okay, It was a tag title match. Okay, they can go for the tag titles. Okay, and win that, and then you can have Ricochet go for the Continental, the title, or the Unified title, or the International title, or even the TNT title. So you don't need them all to have the trios. Honestly, there's rumors going
Who's the
around
TNT champion? Right? I know it's Kyle Fletcher. That's right.
Yeah. There's rumors going around that they're talking about getting rid of a title since they're adding the AEW Women's title. And
technically, they did get rid of a title when they combined 2 into 1, since they're only doing them as one. So
well, until I don't see both those titles on God bless it. What's his name?
Don Callis.
Don Callis. I was gonna call him Don Fletcher.
Well, he's doing the same thing that Paul Heyman did with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And he would carry around even after they had like
that
whatever
WWE,
title.
that actual yeah. No, I get what you're saying, but I don't know, man. There's so many titles he can go after, but they don't really do much with the trios title anymore. I barely see it.
Yeah, and especially after Shibata just got hurt. So who knows what goes on with that. That would actually be a good pivot for them if they want to have the Demand win that.
I can't.
Say who's?
I won't say Joe Hendry.
We're not. That's not right. And you just said it. He didn't show up. So apparently he's a liar too.
He's a liar. What just happened?
I don't know. Okay. I blacked out for a second. Whose full name are you talking about? Well, let us know as we go on. I thought that was the only slide from AEW.
Yeah, no, because they did.
There were 2 slides from AEW.
Nah, there's only one. I wanted to post up, but again, against the rules of Twitch and YouTube.
Tell me about the Darby Allin thing. Darby Allin and Moxley.
So, I was going to do the Chris Stratlander stuff. So she turned down.
Well, we can talk about that too, because I was going to ask you what else you saw.
She turned down the Death Riders, right? And I believe we get Darby Allin and Chris Stratlander versus Yuta and
Shafir.
Shafir, that's her name. Yes, I believe we get that.
Do you think it's a ruse, though? Do you think maybe she comes there?
Man,
she turns and joins them there
during
that match, because that would be a good way to set up Darby.
That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking that because, like, first off, she was just in the ring.
Sorry, you're talking about Kyle Fletcher. Okay.
Okay. She was flipping them off from the crowd. Yeah, and then also she flipped them off in the face and stuff. And it was beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful. But it didn't look genuine. Like when you really flip someone off and you really hate that person, like, a big hard middle finger going on right there. It didn't look genuine, even though she was going 2 birds to the sky, and it just didn't look genuine to me. Oh, hell yeah.
What's up, Aaron? Appreciate you jumping in.
But
everybody check out Aaron Loves Wrestling and his podcast.
Love his stuff. Great stuff. But yeah, no, I think it might be a ruse. I was gonna say that I think this might be a ruse because the way she acted didn't look genuine. Like she truly hated Yuta. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I'd definitely be interested. It's something to watch Dynamite for in the future to see what happens.
Yeah, it is. That it is.
Yes, sir. We will definitely get a hold of you next time we do an AEW show.
Hell yeah.
No, that is all we.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's all you had for AEW?
Yeah.
All right, so we will move on to the Twitter post of the week. First up, you have some Hall of Fame news, both in WWE and TNA. One of the feel-good moments was when we had the Undertaker variety show, kind of halfway through Wrestlepalooza, where he got the chance to announce and surprise Stephanie McMahon with her induction into the Hall of Fame. I'm excited for No Mercy too. I think it's going to be a great show. And again, make sure you watch on Peacock, because I was confused. So I'm going to say that as much as possible. Not ESPN. Don't go to ESPN trying to find NXT. They have not made the big leagues yet.
Yeah, that's not until 2026. March 2026 is when they come back, when they go to ESPN. Or potentially Netflix. There's a rumor that they might be going to Netflix for their PLEs and stuff like that too.
I'm good with that too. But no, I mean, shout out Stephanie McMahon. It's funny to see Triple H surprise her like that because you can tell in her face she was surprised. She didn't know that was going to happen.
She was genuine. Yeah.
Which calls back to her and Undertaker and Nick Khan surprising him last year.
Yeah.
When they were on the show, plus getting Undertaker involved. Obviously, they surprised Michelle last year on ESPN. By the way, that's when they made the Michelle McCool announcement. So a lot of cool callbacks and just a fun moment, but definitely deserved. I know a lot of people give her hell, but she's definitely deserving for everything she's done, both in front of and behind the camera. So.
Oh yeah.
But she's not the only one going into a Hall of Fame. Mickie James will be going into the TNA Hall of Fame. Again, very well deserved.
Yes.
She made a huge impact, for pun intended, over in TNA when she was there. She's one of the greats of all time.
Yep.
Don't think she's in the WWE Hall of Fame, but she should be.
Should be. Not yet.
She will be one day.
Yep. Hardcore country, man.
Well deserved. She was not hardcore country in WWE, but definitely TNA in that knockouts division.
Definitely
making it one of the best in the world at the time.
Ever. Yeah, at that time in TNA. One of the best ever to do it in TNA. Yeah, she made her mark.
100%.
Congratulations, both of them. Well deserved.
100%. Well deserved to both ladies, and I'm looking forward to see the rest of the class of the Hall of Fame for both companies. But wait, there's more. We have a second Twitter post of the week, and it's the fact that the PWI 500 came out. You see the top 10 there. Cody Rhodes, Jon Moxley, Gunther, Hangman, Goto, Uso, Swerve Strickland, Seth Rollins, Mystico, and Will Ospreay. That is your top 10. But obviously, Sped is focused on a little bit lower than the top 10.
I'm focused on that top 10. How the hell do you not have Okada in there? And you got Joe Hendry over Takesha.
He's not the top 10, though. That's why I was trying to get you to, was the Joe Hendry comment. He's not in the top 10. That's why I was trying to get you there.
Shame you put Takesha below Joe Hendry. Do push-ups. That's a military.
I mean, it is what it is. The PWI list. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of kayfabe involved.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It's funny.
My thing is this: is like, was these guys on some type of drugs or something? Listen. Rick James said it the best. Cocaine's one hell of a drug. All right. I don't know if you guys ever watched Chappelle's show back in the day when they did the whole, the lost episodes and stuff like that, and they had Rick James and Charlie Murphy together. Look.
That's going a little far.
That is going
I mean, to say he doesn't deserve to be ranked at all, come on now. There's 500 of them.
Yeah,
he deserves to be somewhere on the list.
He definitely.
Do I think he's 12?
No. He is definitely not better than Takesha.
He's not better than a lot of people on there.
Yeah.
But,
Zack Sabre Jr. is 13. Oh, this has just got worse.
The fact that you posted this, you've looked at it, you've had all these comments, and you just now noticed that Sabre Jr. is right behind him.
Man, it's like, come on, man. Somebody was on some type of drugs. You put freaking Mystico at number 9, and then you put MJF way down there.
Look, I'm not mad at the top 10 though. It's
this is a big rant.
It's very well distributed between both companies. There's 4 WWE, there's 4 AEW. You got some others in there.
Cody, look. I saw someone say that they put number of matches they fought this year, blah blah blah, right? If we're doing that, why the hell is Cody number 1? Cody hasn't done more matches than Moxley or Hangman. Gunther hasn't been seen since SummerSlam. There's one reason why that came up. Yes, it is part of the criteria. It's not judging how many wrestling matches you've had. It's you have to have a certain number of matches to be qualified. That's when the fake post of Jelly Roll being like number 38 came up that everybody went crazy on. That shit was funny.
He was never on the list. He's only had one match. Even if they wanted to rank him by their criteria, they couldn't.
Yeah. That's
the whole reason that really came up. Yes, you have to have a certain number of matches to be on the list, but I don't know that number of matches controls where you're at, because otherwise it'd be all AEW or New Japan, because all of them wrestle more than all the WWE guys.
Oh yeah, no, but what I'm saying is like you can't be number one and only wrestle 10 times a year. That doesn't work. And where's
But again, they're also looking at like merch. They look at it holistically, and it's again kayfabe.
yeah, it is.
This is a very kayfabe list. But they also
it
look at merch sales and stuff like that, and you can't tell me that there's anybody on that list that's probably sold more than Cody Rhodes. Maybe Jey Uso. That's the whole reason Jey Uso's on this list is because of his merch sales. Because I guarantee you, there's not one Jey Uso match that I've seen that is in the top 100 of any of these. So yeah,
I've seen.
100%.
I've seen.
Again, Lady Alpha said it earlier. Everybody's got an opinion about something, and this is just good for PWI because it puts eyeballs on their product.
You guys got some really good drugs. Just saying.
Speaking of, we get to our TRI matchmaker. I thought it would have been funny if the TRI matchmaker would have been like the top 4 in the list.
Oh, damn it! I should have did that.
Of course, you'd have Cody Rhodes versus. Well, no, because Gunther's in there. You'd have 2 WWE and 2 AEW.
AEW, yeah. I should have did that.
But we kind of have an ode back. As we've said, this is our 51st episode. It's the season finale, for lack of a better term. Next week will be our 1-year anniversary, 52, number 52 next week.
Crazy.
So we'll have some special stuff. There's going to be some different stuff. We'll have some stuff that we're going to be doing going forward. But our matchmaker of the week is kind of an ode to one of the first ones that we had. So I'll let Sped take it away.
So
he'll explain what craziness is on the screen right now.
So our first episode we did way back last year. Big Mike he used to do the Try Matchmaker series, right? And he did the Funny Man series. So basically it was 4 funny people from WWE, that did their thing, right? Comedy wrestlers. Well, I was like, let me expand on that. Let me get 4 from the the big 4. So we got Shark Boy from TNA. You said it's Danhausen, whatever. I can't.
Danhausen. Just Danhausen. Say the name Dan and then say
Danhausen. All right, you got
go.
R-Truth, Danhausen, and then Yano below Danhausen, and then Shark Boy, of course. So we got these 4, okay? And we all know who R-Truth is, and we all know Danhausen. Shark Boy is one of those. He's funny, and he also has power behind him. But that dude takes the cake. This dude, oh my God. Stampede understands who this guy is better than I do. But he is the ultimate funny guy in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He is the R-Truth of Japan, okay? When you talk about Yano, people understand that he's going to come out and do the truffle shuffle. He's going to do it. He's going to do it in the ring. Shit's hilarious, all right? He's going to have a pie. He's going to do some funny stuff, But, so I wanted to give a little shout out to our first episode's Try Matchmaker, which was Funny Man WWE edition, and put it out there for the big 4. So I think who wins this? AEW's Danhausen. All right. He puts a curse on all of them, man. He curses them. All right. And R-Truth, he's going to take that curse and run with it. He knows what that's all about. He'll probably go to Louisiana right away to figure out how to get rid of that damn voodoo. And Shark Boy, he's just going to take the pin. But Yano, I like Yano. He's fast. He's good. He's going to do the truffle shuffle. We're all going to laugh. We're going to have a good time. And Danhausen is going to curse his way to a win.
So that's a good pick. Danhausen is good. Everybody knows how much I love R-Truth. But I will tell you, let's see if I can do this right.
Aha!
If you think that Shark Boy's going to come stomp a fishing hole and all these other boys, give me a shell, yeah.
Shell, yeah. I fucking
give
love
me
that
Shark Boy to take it.
I love that you know that. Yes. Yeah. You know what his name is now, right?
No, I have no idea.
Johnny Swinger.
He will always be Shark Boy to me.
He's always Shark Boy to me, but his name now is Johnny Swinger.
That whole thing where he combined Shark Boy and Stone Cold Steve Austin and just made that his character was one of the funniest. If there was no R-Truth and no Santino Marella, Shark Boy would be number 1.
Oh, hell
Shark Boy is in my top 5 of funniest of all time.
Oh, God, I love that guy.
I'm a huge Shark Boy fan.
Love him.
Um, so yes, Shark Boy's definitely getting the win. I don't really care who he pins. I'm sure he'll. Our Truth may pin himself when Shark Boy falls on him. For all I know, but Shark Boy gets the win.
Our Truth
Just
might
because I wanted to do the show, yeah.
He might throw some water on Shark Boy. Like, you okay? Here's some salt water. Go for it.
Exactly. Something like that, and then slip on the salt water and fall down, and then Shark Boy just lays down on him. It's going to be something crazy.
Flaps on him. This would be great.
Or Danhausen can curse our Truth and the other guy, and then Shark Boy comes in and gives him a stone cold stunner.
Yeah,
and then gets the pin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can see that. But
I'm a Shark Boy. I'm a Shark Boy fan from way back.
Before we get to the final word, I'm gonna thank you guys for the last freaking year. All right, this has been fun. Because of this show, I have definitely upgraded my whole arsenal on how to do things, like the slides. You guys are gonna like next season 2. Season 2, there's a lot of different things. Mike's seen some of it. I don't think he's seen all of it.
I've looked at everything you've got.
Yeah. Oh man, I've added some other stuff as well now. Especially like steel. Yeah. I added some
okay, so I haven't looked at it today.
So. I'm adding the post of the week to it tomorrow morning, and then there's just different things that are coming. We're gonna make this more professional, kind of, because I got the computer to do it, and I got the time.
Professional looking.
That's why I said kind of, and I threw the quotation.
Yeah, we're gonna make it more professional looking.
Yeah, that's why I threw the quotations.
I don't know that you're ever gonna make this professional.
No, you definitely ain't making this professional. This ain't no damn, Victoria's Secret.
Today on the Run In Wrestling podcast, we had AEW Superstar.
No, it's more
that's
like
not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, our show is more like, yeah, we fucking did it. Yeah. But no, I do want to thank you guys, because without y'all, we'd still be sitting real low on Twitch and not looking at what we've been doing for the past few weeks and continuing to grow. So thank you guys, for real. At the bottom of my heart, thank you.
All right. And tell everybody where they can find you on Twitter and on Twitch, so they can go subscribe over on the Twitch channel.
If you guys type in just type in SP3D ROCK Spedrock, and it'll pop up for Twitch, X. It'll pop up for everything that I actually have. My what is that called? TikTok, whatever I have, it'll pop up. Go over there, hit the follow button on Twitter, on Twitch, and hit subscribe if you got Prime. You guys already paid for Prime. Hit the subscribe button. There's that's
Amazon Prime, not Prime energy drink. Don't put Prime on your phone or your computer.
Yeah,
that would be bad.
If you already pay for Amazon Prime, click subscribe on the channel here. There's a little section that you have to click, and it'll go over. It says Prime sub. Click that, press subscribe, and it'll give us a subscribe. You guys don't have to pay the $5.99 or $8.99 to subscribe, because you already did it with your Prime. So, again, just do that and help us continue to climb. We're at 406 followers right now on Twitch, and just looking to keep climbing on there. So thank you guys. We've actually hit almost 200 new followers. We're at 177 new followers since we started on Twitch.
All right, and that will bring us to the final word with Big Mike. And look, this is going to sound repetitive, because I'm going to say a lot of the same things that Sped just said. This is the season finale. It's been 51 episodes. Technically next week is the season premiere of season 2. If you'd have told me when we started this that we would have had a season 2, I would have probably laughed. Coming from somebody who at one time said he would never do this, because I'm scared. I still get scared before every episode. I still get scared before every time we come on air, every video we make. So I say that to say this. One, the whole reason we started this is because we just love wrestling. Whether it's AEW, whether it's WWE, whether it's TNA, whether it's New Japan, whether it's Evolve, no matter what you watch. I know we don't talk about a lot of those other ones here, just because we don't have access to some of them. But man, we just love professional wrestling. If you want to come in and talk anything with us, we'll do our best. You have our respect as professional wrestling fans, no matter who you follow. Our friend Michael from Kicking at It Too says it best. I mean, it's a buffet. Just because you don't like one part of the buffet doesn't mean you have to, gripe at the people who do. Go enjoy your part of the buffet. Which is the whole reason we wanted to do this. We were tired of all the arguing and all of the drama in the IWC. We wanted to create a place that's drama free, that's hate free, judgment free, and just have a good time and enjoy talking about wrestling. And we chose to do it on Thursday night because it's kind of the end of the week for wrestling. We kick back up tomorrow night on SmackDown for a whole nother week again. This is really the only night you get off from the main two. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the past year. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. Hopefully year 2 will be bigger and better than year 1. Everybody that's watching this, everybody who has supported us, thank you so much. Thank you to you, Sped, who I don't know that I would do this without you at this point. For somebody who I met a year ago, I do feel like we're family, and I feel like you're my brother. And I really appreciate that.
I love you like family.
So yeah, I'll end on that. Thank you guys for 51 episodes, and make sure you guys tune in, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, X, anything that you can find us. The Running Wrestling Podcast, SP3DROCK @_BigMike27. Those are all the handles that you need to know. Be sure to tune in for the season premiere next week. Thank you guys, and enjoy wrestling.